So you clicked on the link because you're at that point in your life where you are possibly retiring and thinking of making Colorado Springs your permanent home. Well, stay tuned and we're going to walk you through some of our client stories and why they chose Colorado Springs as that place of retirement. It's Lori and Kayleen here, your Colorado's finest here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and we are pushing out a ton of new content this year all about Colorado Springs, our housing market, moving here, living here, what it looks and feels like. So make sure you hit that subscribe button or that bell as we go over a ton of new content this year all about Colorado Springs. We have people reaching out to us all the time, so if you're thinking of moving to the area or have any questions at all, reach out 719-639-3393 because we do love making these videos, but we also love making Colorado Springs your home even more. So we are going to talk to you and continue to talk to you today about what it's like to retire here in the Colorado Springs area. So we kind of showed you some patio homes. We're going to take you to a 55 plus community where you have that low maintenance living, you have the pool and pickleball and all that kind of stuff here in the area as well. But we also have clients who retire here and want maybe the style of the house you can kind of see behind us. It's, you know, kind of their dream home. They've lived around for a long time. They want a home with a view. We're going to show you the view this home has here in a second. But a lot of times people when they retire, they'll want something more kind of in that Rock Rim and the Bluffs area here in Colorado Springs. Yeah, so a lot of times retiring just means, you know, you have to have some sort of hobby or some sort of passion. And Lori and I can help you navigate with whatever that is for you. Maybe what areas of town may appeal. Yep. Over here in the Peregrine area, you usually get larger lots. It may not be the best place for gardening though, because you have a lot of critters around. So every time you try to grow those beautiful flowers or garden, it's going to get chomped up by your natural neighbors up here. So, you know, if gardening's very important, we may have suggestions for maybe better areas, or you'll just have to adapt and, you know, plan to build something to help with that. Right. Another lifestyle is obviously the outdoor activities. There's many places to live here in Colorado Springs if that's what your passion is. Maybe it's running and you love trail running. Well, you can even live downtown and have easy access to our Santa Fe Trail. Yeah, a lot of people love that Old North End. If you look at our videos, you'll see the Old North End. They want to walk to the coffee shops and they want to go to tacos for lunch. Yeah, and that's a good point. So I forgot about the downtown area. Like to me, for our clients. I always tell Lori this. I want to live kind of like, I've never lived the downtown area, but to me that would be a fun retirement. Is to be able to go do those fun things. Like, I don't enjoy eating out with a million games. Yeah. I'd like to do that when we're older, or go to the coffee shop and, you know, everybody knows you by name down there. I'm just thinking of some of our clients, you know, who have retired here to our area that we've helped get a home. One of them did astronomy. One does biking. One wanted to live in that Old North End. Dirt biking. We have a dirt biker too. Biking. You know, tennis is a huge one. Golfing. If you're into like drag cars or camping, then you probably want somewhere to store it. We've had a lot of clients who want someplace to park their RVs, so we have to dig into covenants and HOAs to make sure they can. Gardening is a big one. We've had people want to build greenhouses. Can you build a greenhouse? What does that look like? We had a client, and you might be watching, and he's not even retired, but his hobby is bonsai tree. Oh, yeah. What do you even call it? Growing. And so that was like literally the one thing he wanted in his home was the right facing with enough room for him to be able to pursue. Or if you're like me and you just want to sit in your patio and have views and drink wine, I can find you that too. So, but yeah, we're going to kind of show you some options here for retiring here. We're going to take you patio homes, show you some of the homes here like behind us. And so one thing I do want to chime in. Oh, more chiming. Yeah. Okay. So we do get quite a bit of phone calls. And people want main level living. True. And they want not a huge home. So
So I'm going to be completely honest. Main level living, okay. You're probably going to have a walkout basement or some, you know, a complete ranch home is somewhat hard to come by, especially here in the hills. If you want like a patio home, there's very few patio homes that are one level living.
Yeah.
So if that's a big deal, you'll have to let us, we can adjust an MLS search specific to that, and it only populates those things. You know, I know a lot of people, as they age, or maybe you just have bad knees or whatever, you can't do stairs, we can adjust. The other thing is a lot of square footage. That's pretty hard to get under 2,000 square feet here without being in a bungalow downtown.
Yeah, like for us in Colorado, we usually main level modern homes in the foothills mean
2,800 square feet
at
plus.
least. Yeah, so we can, I mean, there are some, but we'll have to work a little harder for you and find, you know, if that's really what you want, zone in on certain areas of town that we know might have that more.
Yeah, specific communities that we know. We're building that. So
yeah, absolutely. So
that was my chime in.
That's her chime in. So anyways, we're gonna go show you around and show you some great options here if you are thinking of retiring or moving back towards Colorado Springs and living your dream. Hey everyone, so today we're going to talk to you about what it's like to retire here in Colorado Springs. And so we have clients who come from many different walks of life, and they are coming from all over the country, and they are retiring here in Colorado Springs. And so maybe you are thinking that, you know, you want low maintenance living. We are here right now at an area of town over here in Rock Rimmon, which is that low maintenance living. So it's kind of like a townhome style, little patio. You have views of the peak here. They take care of your lawn and, you know, updated in the inside. And so those are some options if you want that low maintenance living. So we're going to show you some options today. You're probably looking, we've had some clients, you know, recently come into town wanting this townhome or maybe just a cute little bungalow, as Kayleen says, home. But you're probably looking around $350 to $400 for a decent size or upgraded townhome here. There are some of the lower 300s, but if you're looking for that up-to-date, you know, kind of a home with a view, newer townhome, you are looking around $350,000, $400,000 for that style of retirement. We also have clients who moved into town or who are coming back. A lot of times here in Colorado Springs, you get people who were stationed here at some point, and then they come back into the town because they've been all over, you know, PCSing, and they knew that Colorado Springs was the place that they actually wanted to end up living at the end. And so they'll come back into town once they're ready to retire and find that dream home, and maybe a bigger home with a view. So we have a couple clients right now over in the Broadmoor Bluffs area with a 4,500 square foot right into the bluffs, and this is like, you know, a lot of people ask for that main level living. And so that's another option too, is, you know, you can find that dream home, maybe main level, a ranch with those views, that is your own single family home. And so a lot of times those price points will be a little higher, obviously, because you're getting the views and the square footage and the privacy. So you're probably looking at least $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 starting for, if that's the type of lifestyle you're looking at. So we're going to kind of show you around. This is right here on this trail here. So a lot of people love this area because they can, you know, have this low maintenance living, but then also hop on the trails and enjoy the outdoor areas here in Colorado Springs.
So when choosing your place to retire, it really doesn't get much better than Colorado. The only thing we have that maybe you are not looking for is that colder weather. But Colorado Springs specifically, even though we get winters, it's usually somewhat short-lived. I would say the coldest parts of the year, usually it's right at the holidays. And we do kind of get on and off snow until about March, sometimes into April, but it comes, it melts away, and so you get days that are cooler, but then you also get warm days even in the middle of winter. So a huge draw to Colorado Springs is that we have great hospitals, we have plenty of shopping, and we have a even larger venue to hike, bike, fish, boat, whatever you're into within driving distance of 1 day. Now, some people still enjoy skiing. You're within driving distance for that. I would say a huge thing is, I know I've talked about this a lot, but the Santa Fe trail system. So we have a lady who we helped move here from California. She's a retired accountant, and she actually had kids here, and so that was a huge draw to the area. But she actually still trains for Ironmans, and so she enjoys that Santa Fe trail. I think she's on there almost every day. She belongs to a Facebook group of ladies who walk different trails, hike. I just saw she did the incline the other day, but she can train for her triathlon here in Colorado Springs. So she goes up and down that Santa Fe trail. She joined Silver Sneakers, and I think she just goes to the YMCA for her swimming. A lot of these communities that we're actually in right now will even come with a pool, so that would be a good option. But depending on how active you are, what exactly you're looking for, I do feel like Colorado Springs really touches almost every note. We have an airport here that has decent flights to get you in and out. Denver, if you have kids, you know, on the other side of the globe or United States, Denver's here for, you know, those a little bit cheaper flights sometime, or direct connecting flights. But the weather here in Colorado Springs, like I said before, yes, we get 4 seasons. Yes, we do get winters, but winters are more mild. I grew up over on the western slope, and so, you know, we have winter all the way till May. We have snow piled up to here. Yes, we will get like cyclone bombs, snowstorms, and then they'll be melted within a week. And so I do feel like Colorado Springs, we have a true spring. We're just getting out of spring and into summer right now. Summers, I would say our highest temps are mid to high 90s, and we have very low humidity, so it's just very enjoyable. If you are an outdoorsy person or have some of those hobbies that you want to be close to the outdoors but still enjoy the you know, conveniences of a city, Colorado Springs is a great place to retire.
So I am here at the retreat at Banning Lewis Ranch. And so Banning Lewis, the retreat actually in Banning Lewis Ranch, is a 55 plus community. I've shown some clients here homes before. They are new construction. You can pick your finishes as they build. I'm going to show you around a little bit, but again, it's that 55 plus community, low maintenance living. They have pool, pickleball courts, workout facilities, and they have socials. Like when I was here, they had some wine tasting. So just kind of a great community if you want that low maintenance living, be able to travel, not to worry about your home while you're gone. It is a little bit more east. I will show you, we are like from, we were showing you some other ones, you know, some townhomes are more east, Peregrine, some of those bluffs are more, I'm sorry, west. This is more east, a little bit further away from the mountains, by Mark Stuffel in Dublin, if you're looking on a map. So I'm going to kind of get out and show you around what this lifestyle would look like. These homes are from the mid 500s, closer to 600. They have 3 different styles. There is a, you know, single family patio home. You have the option of a basement. You could finish it. They also have your classic townhomes where you share a wall, and they also have shared driveway options where you share with like 1 or 2 or 3 other homes in the area. You have a firewall in between, a little bit of space, but again, a shared driveway option. And so these homes are building out until about probably spring of 2022. So you're looking at probably a 10-month build time. So if you are thinking about it, let me know. There are a couple options that they do release every once in a while for quick, you don't pick out your finishes, but for quick move-in ready homes. Again, the list is getting longer and longer. So reach out if you are interested in this. There are a couple options also, like in Castle Rock with Toll Brothers. I have probably around 700, upper 600s. So we had a client get in there within about 2 months if it was one of those existing homes. But if you are looking at building, you are looking at a longer build time. So reach out if you have questions. I'm going to show you around here a little bit. But if you are thinking of this option or any other options we presented in this video, reach out. We'd love to talk to you and see what kind of lifestyle you want for your retirement. All right, so this is a retreat at Banning Lewis Ranch. This is kind of like the main area where you go and get design features. You can see over here, you can see some of their plans, which is in the works for, you know, kind of that clubhouse area right in front of us here with, you know, the pool, and they're gonna have social events, pickleball, beach entry pool, bocce ball, fitness center. And so you can just see the lifestyle that they are creating here, over here at the retreat. And I'm going to kind of go up here and show you a little bit more of the views you get and some of the homes you may get, if I can get over here enough to show you what that is going to look like. So you can see this is, we're facing west as we get over here. And so that is Pikes Peak right in front of us here. So I'll try and zoom in a little bit if you want to see a little bit of that area of Pikes Peak. And you can see, you know, some of that's a dog park right there they're building. Actually, the dog park's right there in front of us. And these are some of the homes. These are single family that's straight in front of us. And then the ones over here to the right are some of those shared driveway homes I was talking about. And again, most of these are going from around $550. A couple of clients were looking in the $600, depending upon your finishes. Because again, you do get to choose your finishes here in these homes. All right, I just want to get a little closer so you can see kind of here. There's different phases. I think they're almost done with phase 1 as far as contracting, and they will be going to phase 2. We don't have a ton of new build options or 55 plus new build options here in Colorado Springs. I think we are getting more, but like everything with building right now, we are backed up a little bit. But here you can see this is the bungalow collection. Healing's favorite term. I'll back up a little bit so you can see the actual home here. So these are the models that you can walk in and see. And again, first phase is almost done. They will start doing phase 2 here in fall of 2021. So you can see Sundance collection, the Rose. And again, these ones are Oakwood. And there also are a couple other builders here in this community. So if you are interested, again, let us know. We can help get you on an interest list and put you in contact with someone who can help kind of move you up on those lists as well.